Net Game Radio, Shoutcast, Music Show, Lemon Party.
What?
All right, welcome back to round two between Frenetic Array and GoGo Power Rangers. My name is Triumph Man. You're watching Net Game Radio, and once again, phoning a friend. Cujo's gone home, but we're still calling in fives here. Fives. What about this match now? We saw the last one go out. A little bit frustrating, you said.
Yeah, last game was frustrating. It's a lot of things that, if played differently by Frenetic Array could have seen them take the game home, but hopefully they learn from their mistakes and they come back even stronger to teach GGPR. I think I showed in this game.
Maybe, maybe not. Although, I think it was Cujo was talking about it before, that Frenetic Array, with all of their lineup changes, that they're rocking a less coordinated team. It really isn't quite as in sync as GoGo Power Rangers are, or also known as Team Steve Weedman. Not sure why they call that. As we see the bands come out. As we see the bands come out, Pharaoh getting banned straight up by Valkyra, then Slither banned by Takes More, Valkyra then banning Bubbles, and then Swiftblade again getting banned. So, as Cujo was saying, Swiftblade getting banned if Pharaoh gets banned. So, alright, fair enough, because Pharaoh is supposed to be one of the few heroes who can legitimately lane against him or solo against him in a tri-lane. As we see Magebane and Myrmidon also getting banned. So, seeing some similar bans to last time, although Myrmidon's a new one. I don't think we saw Slither and Bubbles banned last time, though. There's Sandwraith also gets banned. But do you think who was it who banned Bubbles? It was Frey banning Bubbles. Do you think they're banning Bubbles in response to how he performed last game?
I think they're banning Bubbles because he's good. He's just a great hero. He's like you've got Hagi, you've got Valkyrie, you've got Pharaoh, and Bubbles pretty much which is side lane solo options. Side lane, sure lane effectively. I think that banning Bubbles is just a good, solid ban to get out there.
Fair enough. As we see the Sorry.
They've gone for the Magebane ban again. It's Frenetic Array again, banning Magebane. And, I don't know if it's GGPR, but banning Magebane again, I don't know if I rate that, especially after last game when it wasn't Magebane, it was Dark Lady that was really the deciding factor. And like I said last game, Trusky's a big fan of Dark Lady, and they still have left her unbanned, so I wouldn't be surprised to see her picked up.
Yeah, if he wrecks space again with Dark Lady, but as Cujo said, he was going to ban Dark Lady every single time he plays against GoGo Power Rangers. But we see Dr. Repulsor picked up first, so it looks like Takes More can't have Dr. Repulsor because Freya picked him up straight away. But looks like he will be their solo mid. Really, Dr. Repulsor, not very versatile, has to pretty much always solo mid.
Yeah, I don't know if I like it's kind of thing that they might not have noticed, but they have left Dark Lady on the board with Dr. Repulsor, and Dr. Repulsor, he's one of those heroes who's difficult to lock down with stuns, but he can just get away, but the silences are what really messes him up. So leaving Dark Lady, especially when it's a hero that they like against a hero like Dr. Repulsor, who's countered pretty significantly by Dark Lady, is a bit of a bad move by Frey.
So we were talking about earlier, banning in response to enemy team players, but we see Andromeda and Witchslayer picked up straight away, so it looks like they're getting the tri-lane heroes sorted out straight up off the bat, so that's going to be quite nasty to tri-lane against if they do decide to go tri-lane versus tri-lane, or even trying to solo against a whole bunch of stuns and disables would be quite hellish. But just waiting on Bobo and GGXOXO to pick up the heroes. Can't remember, was Bobo playing Myrmidon, or was he playing Hellringer last? Okay. I don't know. Seeing Bobo play, he definitely fared better in the solo position. Really didn't do a whole lot as Hellringer that round. We saw him play Bubbles against Surefire. He did very well with Bubbles. So proved himself as a good solo player, although then in the second match, Roger Dodger wrecked him with Slither in a solo lane. But we see GGXOXO picking up Hellbringer, and then Bobo picking up Demented Shaman. So, I don't know. Hellbringer, again, looks like they're going to run him in a tri-lane. Right, as you were saying earlier, you don't rate that at all.
No, not at all. As I said last game, if you're watching that, Hellbringer just needs levels. There's nothing impressive about him. His range is pretty short. His death ball is good, I guess, but the only, like in the tri-lane they ran last time, it wasn't a contest of tri-lane. Like, it was just tri-lane versus solo, and if you run tri-lane with a DS, he doesn't have, has a pretty meager stuff to begin with. And with Hellbringer in there who has no stuns, and you're against Andro and Witchslayer who are just full of safe, setting yourself up to have a pretty poor tri-lane.
I think on top of that, last time I saw them run Hellbringer, they were maxing out Shackles last. He was getting both Death Boil and Life Void first, even though he was supporting in a trial. And didn't really rate that build, honestly.
Yeah, that seems to be the builds, like the Vogue build. I don't really know why. I thought solo is probably better, but yeah, well, I wouldn't say.
Oh, it's great if you're solo.
We see Soul Reaper picked up, which is I always like seeing GGPR how they draft because they seem to pick some out of the box heroes. And Soul Reaper is definitely one of those. I'm going to say they're going to put him mid because I don't think they're going to be in the trial. Like I've seen him trial once or twice, but he's not really the most effective trial hero. So he's definitely a solo though. So I'll be interested to see what they do with Soul Reaper.
Actually saw Class from Surefire running last night as a solo mid, got absolutely shit on by Bluebear's Pandemonium. It was actually quite amazing to watch.
Speaking of banning players for banning heroes for players, nobody who has faced CMH has banned Panda, and they pick him every game, and every game he smashes with it. I don't understand why they banned Panda. Maybe they don't think CMH are good enough to warrant a player-specific ban, but I can guarantee that when we watched them last week, that they were banning Panda every game.
Yeah, Bluebeard just rips face with Pandemonium. Has a bit of an interesting build as well. He goes for 4 on Flick and 2 in Cannonball completely. 4 on Flurry and 2 in Cannonball completely skips Flick. Not how I do it, but he seems to do quite well with it. And I'm just going to call out teams as we get.
Sharp on this Cannonball.
Yeah, he didn't seem miss very many. As we see Puppet Master and Valkyrie get picked up for the Hellborn team. For Frenetic Array on the Legion team, and rounding out the the Hellborn picks for GGPR. They do indeed pick up Dark Lady for True Skies again, and they've also got Andromeda and Witch Slayer on the team. So I don't know. It looks like they might be running Soul Reaper solo mid. That was your guess, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's definitely what I'm going to say. Pretty obvious picks here. They're going to put Dark Lady and Andromeda in the trial in top, and Haddock bottom, and Soul Reaper mid. As far as lineups go this game, I'm tipping Hellborn. The fact that they left Dark Lady out there until the end, and then they've picked up heroes like Dr. Repulsor and Hellbringer and Puppet Master and Valkyrie, who was so countered by silence, and it was so easy to take down by an agility hard carry, really going to be a factor in how they go this game.
I'm going to go for I'm also going to tip Hellborn. I do prefer their disables that they've got lined up there. I just feel really Dr. Repulsor's got a decent disable, but I don't rate Demented Shaman. And I mean Hellbringer's got his whole huge stun, but it's only a 1 second stun, so it's not that effective. And then Valkyrie's just a little hit and miss, depending whether or not she can land a good one. But at the moment, I'm just going to count down the time just to make sure we're in sync. I've got 53, 52, 51, 50, 49, 48, 47, 46, 45, 44. Awesome. Okay. Excellent. So it looks like the Frenetic Array are rolling out their trialing in the top lane. It looks like they're going to go. I've been told that I should start calling out the vertical and the horizontal lanes because people have been getting confused in my instructional videos.
Yeah, long and short has some content.
Yeah, personally, I call the long lanes. I call the bottom and top lanes the Legion bottom and the Hellborn top the long lane. But people just, I don't know. I don't get why they call it the other way around, but they do.
We've got a Puppet Master try lane, which is something that's really, become a bit of a flavour of the month recently. Puppet Master as a hero is really researched. It's a counter choice in a try lane. But the thing they're missing out on is to capitalise on Puppet Master's good disable potential, like a stunner, like a melee stunner. The thing about having a try lane is usually you need two ranged heroes to support your melee. If you're a melee carry, but if you've got a ranged carry in there, there's nothing wrong, and it's probably advantageous for you to put a melee stunner in, like a Hammerstorm or a Magnus, because the trade-off usually is that the melee supports have better stuns, but they just don't have the range. But if you've got a ranged carry, then that's just a reason to get a Magnus or something. And I think a Magnus also could really help their initiation, which at the moment they don't have sure.
Or even picking up a Behemoth. I mean, we see China or from currently playing with X-Fin, I think. He's always picking up Behemoth whenever he can manage it, and he really wrecks face with it when he can do it. But I just see the bottom lane here. Looks like they did roll out, both teams have rolled out their tri lanes into the vertical lanes, as I'm probably going to try and start calling from now on. But just looking at this intention here, we've got Soul Reaper versus Dr. Repulsor. Who do you tip to win this lane?
difficult to say because Raven has a good harass, but Dr. Vulture is no hero to be taken lightly. It's really an even matchup. I was going to give it to Dr. Vulture.
Actually, speaking of the harass, Soul Reaper has actually chosen to go with the Inhuman Nature build because I guess he just wants to use it to help him farm. But he's not picking up early aura, so he's...
Not what I would have gone.
Yeah, he's not going... I mean, I have seen it done a few times, like, there are arguments to play it both ways, and I know most people do prefer to play with Withering Presence, but I have seen, I think Class plays it this way as well as saw it done, Team Kiwi are actually doing it a fair few times, just having a Soul Reaper, using it to farm up so he can... Yeah, Kiwi represent the now defunct Clan Kiwi. But yeah, as I said, like, Class also tried this, but of course he got his face wrecked by Blue Bear's Pandemonium last night. But just trying to use that Inhumination to help him farm.
In that case, whether it would be better to harass that melee hero.
But we see Calbringer.
What I want to mention,
Yeah, he's coming in behind. No, he's coming into mid to gank. That's what it looks like. No, not quite. MK is going to get away barely there. So close. But anyway, you were saying?
What I wanted to mention is just twice this game, last game before they made the switch up with small GGPR and the trial into the for some reason, even though they got a card carry and then the other team, it's kind of, I don't know why they didn't just like doing it or something. Maybe they want free farm at any cost, but I think if you know you have a hard carry and you know that they're going to have to, the other team is going to have to send an offensive trialing to beat you, and you know that they have a better trialing than them, which they do because they have a stun trialing with silence and stuff. And I don't know, see why you would send your trialing to them, but especially when you have Hag, who can easily take down Barker with that pretty equal damage Barkery. So I just don't know why they're doing that. They did that last game too before they switched up because they knew that Essence and stuff were coming forward.
Well, when you're in the Hellborn team, it is so much easier to gank that Legion mid player from behind if you put your trialing. Yeah, but that said, the Hellborn players, they have GGPR, they haven't even taken a shot at it yet. So who knows? And to be honest, they probably could have sent Andromeda to do it because Witchslayer. I mean, Valkyrie's stuck at level 2. Witchslayer could hold her off on his own at this point for quite a bit, and they could send Andromeda to go and gank. But it looks like Valkyrie in quite a bit of trouble here as she goes down, and Demented Shaman also in a little bit of trouble, although Hellbringer showing up to the fight. But Demented Shaman going down in the end there.
See, we're really noticing the lack of any of presence that Hellbringer can put on lane. Like in that sport fight, he was just ignored.
Oh yeah, he just wandered right through the middle of them. Nobody gave a crap.
Unholy shackles and then he just can't do anything. But, I really don't know why they keep picking him up.
It's a decent hero, but just really not such a shit-hot babysitter. As we see, looks like MK is coming out second best to Dr. Repulsor at this point in time.
Yeah, definitely 21-7 on Dr. Repulsor, only 9-4 MK's Soul Reaper. That's to be expected considering we had the game we're talking about to very low health, even though he retargeted him. So you just kind of help them just stay back and take.
I think Electric Frenzy is really helping out DR as well. He's using it to CS quite effectively. But looks like the looks like Frey have rotated the trial lane to bottom. And they're just going to let Hag and Puppet Master go at solo. At this point, Puppet Master is probably fine at level 5 to a solo versus Hag. So I think they made the right decision here to send their supports off to do something a little bit more useful. Although, in response, the...
But yeah, GGPR, good response. I was about to say, if they'd kept that trial lane bottom, they were really, really making a bad decision. Letting Puppet farming into Hag against here we go. We're going to see a big fight here.
Really no contest. Puppet Master just completely fucked. Just no hope at all there. You're right. Just getting smashed.
As I was saying, if GGPR kept the trial lane bottom, they were just playing completely into Frey's hands because they would have had a weaker trial lane in the worst lane. So it's good to see if they switched up. They took a little more process.
Response though.
We see MK taking out of mid, so he's not doing as well as he thought he could.
Definitely not. Just Dr. Repulsor really taking control of that lane. But just looking at Bobo's built, he's gone for one of each at the moment. Just waiting to see his next few levels to see which way he goes, whether he's going to max out Unbreakable first or if he's going to go with Entanglement. As we see Dr. Repulsor bottling a DD rune, so it looks like he's going to try and do some damage in a minute. He's got his ult, he's heading back to mid. Looks like Soul Reaper could be in a little bit of trouble. Or not. He's just popping his bottle, not really doing a whole lot with it, in fact. Just going to CS with it. Boring.
He's going to be okay. There is a startling gold minute difference between Valkyrie and MK. Valkyrie doesn't have a kill, but he's still on a 300 GPM, which is really, really good if you're in the mid lane, especially because you often miss a few plus hits because of going in the room. MK on the other hand is 163, so that's nearly twice the GPM of Dr. Repulsor is for Soul Reaper. You know, Soul Reaper is a hero that like, can make a good recovery. He can just go to the jungle and take some stacked camps, spend about 5 or 10 minutes in the jungle, just get a good kick the camp. But it's really getting some early farm on Dr. Repulsor, and especially now he's level 7, it can be really difficult to gank. That's going to really have some complications for GGPR as they head up the game.
As we see, the Trilines have rotated once again. The Hellborn Triline headed back to top. Sorry, what am I talking about? The Legion Triline, sorry. Frenetic Array's Triline has rotated back towards top now, so it looks like they want to contest Dark Lady's farm at any stakes possible. Of course, knowing last time how they got smashed by her. But Dark Lady has picked up an early sustain, so it looks like she's on track for a fairly early Rudex. And I'm just looking at Dr. Repulsor stacking the easy camp. Just wants to farm those snotters, although now it looks like he's rolling bottom. Going to pick up a bottle and illusion rune, probably going to set up a gank on Wretched Hag if he can manage it. He'll be able to set up a strong arrow for Valkyrie. Or not, he's just going to roll back to mid. Personally, would have taken... No, he is going bottom. That's what I said I was going to do. Personally, I'd take that rune and use it. You've got an invisibility rune, get a kill off with it quickly.
He said they should on top of that. This is really what we're seeing Hellbringer. He's trying to steal some solo HP, LXP, as he really, really should be, because if they had an Andromeda or a someone with a stun, someone who doesn't really need levels that much, then we see, as you said, Hag gets taken out. Dr. Bolton didn't even use the Invis rune, so he's probably going to use it to tank top or something else. But as I was saying, Hellbringer right now is in a tough position because he can't really gank and he needs levels. But if he goes to the tri-lane top and then they try to fight there, they're just going to get beaten every time because of the stuns and the silences that they have. That's why I think they should have picked a stunning hero who doesn't need levels to be effective like Hellbringer.
Well, he's going for early levels in Life Void again, so not too sure about that.
I'd say getting a high level in slow would be his best bet at the moment because he is really going to need people to. Like, you're really going to need a gank. He's ganking moves. You see Hag take out Jab Weber at bottom. This is from slow.
Just watching Dr. Repulsor now, taking the neutral farm at the moment. Just stuff you, Papa Master. No farm for you. No, just looking at Papa.
Bad here for Legion team. That's just staying right back and not getting any farm in the top lane. Well, Dark Lady is sitting on 352 gold minimum. As we see the fourth step. Skip it there.
Yeah, skipped its way through.
Yeah, we are. Hooray! It worked.
I think we saw it happen a couple of times last time. But yeah, Papa Master sitting on 43 to 25. Looks like Dark Lady has indeed gotten ahead of 55 CK, 56 now. But yeah, Papa Master definitely looks like he's been forced back. Although he's rotated to the bottom lane, so it looks like he's going to try and take over the farm down there. As Valkyrie has hit level 6, so I assume she's going to get active and going to try and get some ganks off. Although no, as I say that, it looks like she's gone back to mid and decided she's going to take over the mid lane farm. That is, Hellbringer has picked up a haste rune, but unable to do anything with it really. Just run around in front of the enemy team, piss them off. Just trying to look for DR. DR is still farming the neutrals by the looks. Oh no, wait, no, maybe he's just stacking for his teammates. So I'm just looking at MK. Valkyrie not going to be able to get any good arrows off there, not with that ward spotting her up there. So it looks like Dr. Repulsor is farming the jungle for himself. Honestly, I don't agree with this maneuver. I would be trying to gank with Dr. Repulsor at this point in time. As we see Dementor Shaman copying a graveyard stun there, although very, very nearly died. I think he managed. No, he didn't get his shield off in time. Although Soul Reaper goes down in the end. Hag now chasing after Dr. Repulsor. Neither of them having the mana to chase each other to follow up. So here another graveyard come out from Witchslayer. That was a blind one. Managed to miss there. As now Dementor Shaman copying a level 1 Comet, not doing a whole lot there, just a short stun, and then Dementor Shaman backing off safely. As we've got reinforcements again coming back to the mid lane. Javelin goes out, catching Dark Lady. A 5-second stun here. And here comes Dr. Repulsor. Here comes Hellbringer. Hellbringer not managing to get anything off effective. Manages to get the death balls off, and it's not going to do a whole lot here. Dr. Repulsor jumping in. The strings go on Andromeda. Andromeda goes down. But the more important kill in the carry not happening. Dark Lady opting to build early Ghost Marches.
That was, I don't know what was going on there. Andromeda and Puppet Master, after that 5-second arrow came out, they just kind of just stood around and went for a bit. Like, they really could have gotten Puppet Show or Puppet Hold on that Dark Lady, but they just standing around. There was no, I don't know what the hesitation was for, but they, Puppet Master had gotten a second earlier, which he very much could have. That could have been a kill on Dark Lady for sure.
Personally, I don't know. Dark Lady has opted to rush early Ghost Marches, sorry. I don't know about that. Personally, I would have tried to rush the Rune Axe because really she's not under a whole lot of pressure this game. She's been left to her own devices most of the time, been left alone. So I would have gone straight for, her Rune Axe. But she's rushed Ghost Marches. Any idea why she's done this?
It's kind of Dark Lady at the early game, because what he's doing now, just for that fight, obviously he's choosing not to just go straight up farm. Dark Lady has a pretty versatile skill set early in a similar way to Madman. Not so much, like he doesn't play like a caster like Madman does, but he can get kills early game because of his silence and his charges. So Ghost Marches can be good for that if you're playing with Steve Boots and Ghost Marches. I don't know about rushing the Rune Axe straight up. Like I think he can get it fast enough by himself, and it's not really going to change his overall prospects that much. But yeah, I think Ghost Marches is fine.
Oh no, I wasn't questioning Ghost Marches and Steam Boots. I mean, either's viable, but I was just questioning, his role as a high carry should just be farming, really.
I will say that I think I probably would be good for him to get a level in his ultimate a bit over. The reason for this is a lot like Sandwraith or Thunderbringer. It gets you assists, and with assist gold, every bit counts. So if you can get like an ulti off on a fight, and then 2 people get killed on the team, that's like a free 150, 200 gold for him. This is fight up top. However, he uses his ulti. Hag dropping the ultimate on Dr. Repulsor, he manages to get away only just here. He's managed to bottle and save himself. Very smart level back from Dr. Repulsor there, and just Hellbringer gets away with kills on Dementor Shaman boosted on which.
It's bad luck to him. As we see the Legion team rolling out of the bottom line, looks like they are trying to set up a kill on Dark Lady here. Puppet Master getting the puppet show off. The 5-second arrow coming out. No, it's only 4, but the strings got. That was a bit of a bad stringer, I think. Although in the end they managed to take it down with the aid of the Puppet's ultimate. But I don't think that was good play from Puppet there. He saw the Valkyrie arrow hit and then immediately stacked his strings on top of it. That was really a waste there because strings wear off before the Valkyrie stun is done. It's only level 1 strings. It really wasn't worth it.
Maybe he just didn't quite know what it was, and the time remaining on Valkyrie, and he didn't want to give Valkyrie any time to charge away. I don't know, but kill's a kill, I guess. Dr. Repulsor, this game would really be a factor in showing him once. Showing us why he's still a pretty good pick, but he's out of favoration. But I feel that actually, Dr. Repulsor, Dark Lady's farm is back down to 292. It's still pretty high, but it's about on the level of Dr. Repulsor from Puppet now, so they have done a really good job despite some lacking in early games from Dark Lady, and maybe some misplays from Dark Lady from going to other lanes rather than just staying top rather. So they've really brought him. But the thing I was going to mention before is that Frenetic Array had no wards in the Hellborn jungle at all, or even the top rune. So Dark Lady really had just a free jungle in a free top lane that no one was interfering with. So he really shouldn't have gone to bottom, and he really shouldn't have. He should have stayed there until he finished with his rune deck.
Yeah, they had some wards, but Andromeda's been counter-warding fairly diligently, getting rid of them.
Yeah, he had a free lane. I don't really know why he chose to go around ganking.
Well, he's back
I
on
really think difference now is in Frenetic Array's favour by just a little bit, so have to see the Dr. Repulsive doing some well.
Well, Dark Lady is back up at top lane now, so she's probably going to get a farm on up there, and it looks like Frenetic Array are going to leave her to her own devices. Puppet Master has picked up an early Whispering Helm, so it looks like he's going to go for the single range a bit later and just use a creep to help him stack up, though he hasn't dominated any creep yet that I can see, so just wasting a little bit of potential there. But you were going to say something, Fives?
They really shouldn't be giving this Dark Lady any breather room, especially with the momentum, a little bit of momentum in this game. They should have used that to maybe get some of the like right now. There's this is a seed boost and get a kill on first champion bottom. But even right now, there's no more to the top. But yeah, there's sort of argument. This is good that they're getting good ganks on Dark Lady, some good arrows from double over there, and taking out Dark Lady, which is really what they need to do because they know what they did last game.
Kiss my ass. Too easy.
Good 2 kills on Valkyrie there. And then Soul Reaper and Dark Lady doesn't especially want to get down overextension from the Hellborn team. They've only one ward on the map, and it's around combo. It's a Hellborn, and I expect, especially with Dark Lady getting this free farm, you want Hellborn to put a ward just in front of the top Legion tower, and you'd want Hellborn on the right as well. They're really losing some opportunities to give Dark Lady some good farm as they take a tower bottom.
Indeed. So we see towers go down at both horizontal lanes, both towers getting taken down there. So we're just seeing there's a double damage rune at the bottom, although they appear to be talking about some I don't know, do you know what they're talking about there, Fives? I didn't catch what their conversation is about.
Talking about the
Oh,
tower.
right. Would have been a little odd as we see.
Dark Lady in a bit of trouble here. He's going to get wiped back.
Demented Shaman got wiped out at bottom.
Pretty far into bottom lane, and Demented Shaman just falling back forward and taken out.
He's got smashed there. We see the ports coming out.
Not having a good time. He's trying to do what I was talking about before he gets farm in the jungle. Like he's just going to get taken out for good flame breath there by the
Looks like they're not going to follow up there, although is Dr. Repulsive not going to go back into that fight. We see Witchslayer having to run for his life here, getting beaten up by Malthus, although Hag going to slow him down there. Hag having picked up that double damage rune. Just looking at Dr. Repulsive's item build. This is a little bit interesting. Dr. Repulsive has chosen to max out Magnetic Contraption as opposed to maxing out Electric Frenzy early. Most people I've seen prefer to max out Electric Frenzy early, and then they decide whether or not they want to max Magnetic Contraption or Opposite Charges, though usually they leave Opposite Charges to last. But how do you play DR?
I'm not a big tower player, but from what I've seen, I'd say it's up to like the leaving the Electric Frenzy at the level that it's up 3 now, which I'd love to do this before I'm saying. Is what they want to do to take out Dark Lady, because it's not really going to matter that much. It's more the burst damage they get from Dark Lady with heavy is what's going to matter, and that's going to come from opposite charges that we might get in the trophy.
Fair enough. As we see, Witchslayer just trying to get the graveyard off again, just to get it off on GGXO. So the scream comes out from Hag. Andromeda's Aura comes out, manages to hit him, although it looks like they're not going to follow up there as Puppet Master has arrived to back his teammate up, along with Demented Shaman and Valkyrie there. Just looking at Bobo's ward has been spotted up by Booston's ward there, although I don't think the Hellborn team have managed to check it out yet. Maybe they got caught out while trying to counter ward there. Actually, no, sorry, the ward's only just gone down from Bobo, so they haven't walked past again to check it out. We're just looking at the fight. Yeah. You see Unbreakable saving Puppet Master's life there, and then the counter arrow coming out from Valkyrie. Hag going down, Andromeda going down. Soul Reaper managing to ult off there. Demented Shaman now in a lot of trouble. Demented Shaman going down as well. Valkyrie now taking a ton of damage. So I hear Dark Lady getting ready to charge in, although not managing to get in time. Trying to run down Hellbringer here. and goes the wrong way in the jungle. Hellbringer looks like he's going to get away at this point, as he does. We're also looking at Soul Reaper. Looks like he's had a bit of a rough early game. He's been forced to pick up a couple of early braces, so he's been forced to burn his early cash on them. As I'm looking at True Scares, he's picked up his Ruined Axe. Did you happen to catch when he finished that?
What's the GPM? 317. It would have been a few minutes ago. But yeah, it's obviously it's pretty fast, I guess. It's not what they did last game. I'm really liking how Frey's looking at today's keep pressure window leading, as opposed to what they did last game, which let them free farm and try to cope the peasants without carry or something. The Soul Reaper pick, I'm a bit unimpressed with. It's not really doing anything that a different hero couldn't do, but hopefully he gets a bit more presence as the game goes on, rather than just picking locations or stuff like that. He does have the highest level in the game, though, which is at least he's staying relevant.
Indeed. So I'm just a little frustrated by these counter wards here. There's 2 counter wards that Booston's put down. Although he's put them down to try and maximize it. He's put them down trying to maximize like the area they can spot. Like both Legion wards that have been down at the moment, both room wards have been spotted up by counter wards, but they haven't, because they're down too low. They're not spotting anything, and they haven't put up another ward to spot. So they haven't been able to count. Like they've put down 2 counter wards and it's done nothing, even though they're spotting wards. But anyway, just looking at Valkyrie. Valkyrie hasn't bothered to pick up her ultimate now. I find that a little bit disappointing. She's decided to go, straight for a maxed out leap and hasn't picked up any levels in her ult. And of course, her ult's quite useful to set up team fights, to save, not only just save teammates, but to actually initiate with and set up team fights. Just even having 1 level, picking up 1 level at level 9 or something is quite useful. But Jabberway has decided not to get any levels in it at all so far. But Fives, what about you? What's your take on that?
I think he could afford to have a level 3 leap if it meant getting the ultimate. I don't think there's any excuse for that. But I think level 12, even if you hadn't used it at all, you still might need to use it more than you need at another level in leap. But I don't know many situations in which you would choose a level 4 leap instead of level 3 instead of a ulti. So I don't know. But what I'm interested in now is that Drewski's item build really isn't adapting to his against. He's going for his Abyssal Skull. He's probably going to go for the exact same bully from last game, and he goes Dark Betty every game. Yeah, he's got his Abyssal Skull now. Considering he just spent 2k on something, and what's a BKB? 6k? No, not 6k, 3.9k. He could have,
It's 4.2.
BKB instead of Abyssal Skull. Is it 3.9?
1600 Warhammer. No, it's 3.9. You're right.
Yeah, if he could have done half of BKB, I just think that would have been a better thing. Especially against Dr. Repulsor. He's just going to start taking over game. How these guys null turns. We see this team fight coming in. Dr. using his ultimate, and then Hags get taken out. Good team fighting by Frenetic Array, because they've got that early BKB on Master. They just take over that team fight. This is really Frenetic Array's game at the moment. They're really playing a lot better than they did last time. Really putting the early pressure on because they've got the ganking team.
I think they've learned from last game, they're coordinating better. Like last time we saw when Dark Lady's ult came down, they went every which direction, didn't really coordinate very well. This time they stayed together, they fought together. I don't know if that was because of Puppet Master popping his shrunken head and allowing him to see through Dark Lady's ult, and he was just coordinating, or if it was just they just worked better, they just gelled better that time round. But looks like they're going to get this mid tower. As we see Andromeda stunning Malthus in, trying to get that deny off. Not happening though. The Graveyard Stun comes out. Diminished Shaman in a lot of trouble. The ult comes out from Hag, catching Hellbringer, Puppet Master, and Diminished Shaman. Diminished Shaman going down. Puppet Master trying to pull it away, but he's going to go down to a scream from Hag there. As we see Hellbringer about to get run down here by Dark Lady. Dark Lady smacks down Hellbringer. So again, GGPR showing that they're not out of it here, and they're definitely something to be contended with. As we saw Dr. Repulsor, I don't think he was even involved in that fight. They really could have used his presence there.
Yeah, they're just a bit ticky on the tower. A little bit of conversion, perhaps. But this Dr. Repulsor, I think it's null stage going to be in the next 3 or 4 big team fights. He's going to get the takeover. I think they really need to get him into these team fights. Really use it. This is 26 minutes of null stage. Blood Chalice and Power Spike will really start to shine now. especially against Hag.
And destroy that Legion Tower.
As we see, the Legion team the Hell One successfully counter pushing down mid, taking out that second tower. And Dr. Repulsor was not at hand to help out here, as we see him just using his he's in a range to do a bit of farming. Not sure if he saw Hag there or Hag saw him, but very close to each other there. I think he must have seen it because he's choosing to jump into the trees and port away, so he thinks he's in danger. But just looking at the Hellborn team now, just getting ready to do some stacking for Dark Lady. Did help her get a farm. I'm just looking at the GPMs. Valkyra with Dr. Repulsor has managed to hit 440 here, while Dark Lady is sitting on 420, so he's looking pretty good as well. I don't know, Dark Lady looking looking like a little bit of a threat at this point, managing to get his GPM up quite considerably, and he's almost, in fact, finished a Shrunken Head. He's picked up the Warhammer, he's picked up the Mighty Blades. We see...
Big arrow with Witchslayer.
Yeah, we see Witchslayer going down.
Jabal, he's doing very well this game, landing some good arrows, and while we have the comp capacity between Dr. Repulsors and Dark Ladies, we've also got Puppet Master and Valkyrie on the Legion team aren't doing badly at all. 332 GPM on Puppet Master, 308 on Valkyrie. And the important thing to note about those range carries are